Let me tell you a story that goes beyond the baseball diamond. A story about love, family, and the difficult choices that even the biggest stars have to make. This is about Mookie Betts, one of the most talented players in the game today, and his decision to step away from the World Baseball Classic. A decision he explained with a raw and heartfelt admission that his wife would divorce him if he wasn't there during that time. Now that's a statement that stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? It's not just about sports. It's about life and the priorities that shape our lives. So let's unpack this together from every angle, because this isn't just a news headline. It's a window into the world of modern athletics. First, you need to understand who Mookie Betts is. He isn't just any player. He's a former MVP, a World Series champion, a Gold Glover, an icon for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and a surefire future Hall of Famer. When a player of his caliber speaks, people listen, especially when it comes to representing his country in the World Baseball Classic. The WBC, for those who might not know, is like the World Cup of baseball. It's a tournament where national pride is on the line, where the best players from around the globe come together to compete for their homelands. For Team USA, having Betts on the roster was considered a no-brainer. His speed, his power, his defense, he's the kind of player who can change the outcome of a tournament. So when the news broke that he was declining the invitation, it sent shockwaves through the baseball community. Initially, people speculated about injuries or scheduling conflicts with spring training, but then Betts himself offered the reason. In his own words, he said that his wife would divorce him if he wasn't present during that period. Now think about that for a moment. This isn't about a minor disagreement. This is about the foundation of his personal life, his marriage, his family. He framed it in a humorous way, perhaps to lighten the blow, but the underlying message was deadly serious. Family comes first, no matter what. Now, let's look at the context here. The World Baseball Classic happens during Major League Baseball's preseason, which is already a hectic time for players. They are transitioning from the off-season, trying to get back into game shape, and preparing for the grueling 6-month marathon that is the regular season. For a player like Betts, with a young family, this period might be one of the only extended times he has to be home consistently before the travel and demands of the season kick in. His wife, Brianna Betts, is the backbone of their household, managing their home and their children while Mookie is on the road for half the year. Her ultimatum, while stark, highlights a reality many athlete families face: the constant sacrifice, the loneliness, the pressure of holding everything together alone. This decision opens up a much larger conversation about the invisible struggles of professional athletes. We see the glory, the contracts, the fame, but we rarely see the personal cost. The mental and emotional toll on families is immense. Betts, by stating this so openly, has pulled back the curtain on that reality. It's a brave move in a culture that often tells athletes to suck it up and play through everything. He's prioritizing his marriage, and that says a lot about his character and his values. Now, how did the public react? Well, reactions were mixed, as you might expect. Some fans expressed disappointment, wanting to see the best players compete on the international stage. They argued that representing your country is the highest honor and that other players make it work. However, a significant portion of the response was overwhelmingly supportive, especially from fellow parents and spouses who understood the sacrifice. Social media lit up with messages praising Betts for being a real man, for putting family first, and for highlighting the importance of work-life balance, even in the high-stakes world of professional sports. Media analysts, too, spent days debating the topic, with many acknowledging that this moment could be a turning point in how we discuss athlete welfare. From a global perspective, Betts' decision does have implications for the World Baseball Classic. The tournament's credibility relies on star power. When a top-tier American player opts out, it can have a ripple effect, perhaps giving others permission to consider their personal circumstances as well. However, it also reinforces the idea that the WBC, while prestigious, operates in a difficult window that clashes with personal and professional preparations for the MLB season. This isn't the first time a player has skipped the WBC for family reasons, but the bluntness of Betts' reason has brought the issue to the forefront in a new way. There are hidden angles here too that are worth considering. Betts is known for his meticulous preparation and focus. Perhaps this decision wasn't just about family time, but also about ensuring he is fully prepared mentally and physically for the Dodger season, which is his primary commitment. He owes it to his team and his city to be at his best, and maybe that best self requires a stable home life. Furthermore, this moment humanizes him in a way that statistics never could. It builds a deeper connection with fans who see him not just as a star, but as a husband and a father navigating the same challenges many face. Looking ahead, what does this mean for the future?
Well, it could pave the way for more athletes to openly prioritize their families without fear of backlash. It might even spur conversations within leagues and player associations about better support systems for families during intense competitive periods. For Mookie Betts personally, this decision likely solidifies his legacy as a player who knows what truly matters. His performance on the field will continue to speak for itself, but this chapter adds a rich layer to his story. As for the WBC organizers, might need to reflect on the timing and structure of the event to make participation more feasible for players with young families. In the end, the story of Mookie Betts and the WBC is a powerful reminder that behind every jersey is a human being with a life off the field. His choice underscores a universal truth that no amount of fame or success can replace the foundation of family and home. It was a decision made not out of fear, but out of love and commitment. And in a world that often celebrates sacrifice for glory, that is a message worth hearing. So the next time you see a player make a difficult choice, remember there's always more to the story, a story that might just be about keeping a promise to the people who matter most.